Yeah, let me recall a little bit. Yeah. So last time we talked about this. Yeah. This point. Usually, the DBMS is running on database servers. So usually, especially for the full-scale production level, that software is pretty big. So that big software, so usually, people use large data centers, large system. So that's the remote server. So no problem. So when it is on remote server, remember we talk about every server they need to run on a particular port, right? The port number is important. Yeah. So we know MySQL by default it uses the port number. Yeah. MySQL, the port number 3306. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that. But here I want to mention there is a special situation, so that the DBMS may not run on a remote server. The situation is very simple. You can think about it. Currently, many people use mobile devices, right? So you can think about it. We want to develop some app, yeah, running on the mobile devices. Yeah. And then that app does not rely on network, so that means even your phone is not connected, okay? That's on airline, airplane, someplace there is no signal. You can still use that app, okay? So that's the requirement. So in the design, yeah, because it's very common when people use the cell phone, the network may not be available, right? Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, but so here, if you want to develop some app that does not rely on network, okay, so that's the first requirement. Second, because some of the features you need to use database queries, right? Yeah. So you want to use database queries, but you cannot use remote DBMS, right? Because no network. Okay. Yeah. In that situation, so here I want to talk about a special solution. So this exception part, yeah, that is we can use embedded databases to power our database services, queries, all the queries embedded. Yeah. So what's the embedded? So here, let me give you some description. Embedded. So the whole DBMS, so you use a small zip file, okay? Yeah, small zip file. Yeah. So I had some experience. Yeah. Actually, many web developers, they use embedded databases. So usually smaller than 1 megabyte. So that's not very big, right? Yeah. So the size of that embedded database, less than 1 MB, then it can be easily put in the app, right? Yeah, included in the app file. Yeah, and we know the normal DBMS, the file size is very large. Okay, for example, MySQL size several hundred megabytes, MySQL, and Oracle several gigabytes. The whole software, several gigabytes. Oracle, MySQL several hundred megabytes. Yeah, that's still too large, right? So you cannot include, in a cell phone, right? So embedded, yeah, 1 megabyte. But this 1 megabyte, less than 1 megabyte zip file, okay, yeah, it contains database engine, yeah, one database engine, so you can, send the queries, yeah, so the engine can process the basic queries, yeah, actually more than basic, yeah, large number of commonly used queries, okay, yeah, yeah, probably 90 something everyday queries, so you can do, yeah. If it's not too complicated, if it's too complicated, then it cannot handle, okay, only a very small portion, those very extremely complicated queries, it cannot do, okay, yeah, but normal, yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's this embedded case. Just let you know. So you may have the chance to develop that kind of applications, right? Yeah. So here, so you have an idea. So you can use this kind of solution. Yeah. All right. Then, so we back to the normal DBMS, the last point. Very sophisticated with building efficient algorithm and data structures. Here, we need to look at inside of DBMS. So here, let me give you some more information regarding this point. Yeah. So we consider, normal DBMS. All right, yeah. And remember last time I talked about, so our database size could be very large. Yeah. Yeah. So for the situation, so let's say the data size very large. So let's consider this situation. All right. Yeah. Then, when we do database queries on some tables with large number of rows, the question, we need to consider the performance issue. Performance issue. Very important. Okay? Yeah. So here, let me give you some concrete description. Think about it. You have a large table with millions of rows. That's possible for large applications, especially right now. Some big application. For example, Amazon, the customer information, how many rows, right? Million, if I say million, that's a small number, right? Could be billion, right? It's possible, so one table could have billions of rows. That's possible. Right? Think about it. In that huge table, when you do data query inside that huge data, how can you get a very fast search result? If you do from beginning to end, yeah, if you search from the first one, compare third one, second one, go through all the rows, how long? How much time do you need, right? So in that situation, those production level DBMS, they need to have some built-in efficient algorithms to make the search very fast. Yeah. And in this class, we will learn the structure, data structure, because to run those algorithms, you need some special data structure. Yeah. And then, the main idea of the algorithms we need to learn. Okay? Yeah? Yeah. Actually, the basic idea is very simple. basic idea. So that's why for this class, our algorithm class is listed as the prerequisite, yeah, because you need to add information, algorithm, basic information, right? Yeah. So you need to know the binary search, okay? Actually, that efficient algorithm is based on the binary search. Yeah. But the data structure is designed to support efficient binary search. Because even you do binary search, if on a huge table with billions of rows, still you need to do binary search many, many times, right? The comparisons, billions of rows. Think about that huge table. So then, even if you apply binary search, you need to use some sophisticated data structure to organize the billions of rows in a tree structure. You know, tree structure, multi-level tree structure. Multi-level tree structure. Billions of. In that way, you can reduce the number of, binary search comparisons. Even if you apply binary search, we want to reduce the number of comparisons. But this kind of tree structure can greatly reduce the number of comparisons. Yeah, you can imagine. Yeah, here, I give you some specific numbers so you have some ideas. Even if there are, let's say, just the billions of rows, if you use this kind of tree structure, you just need 4 or 5 binary comparison. You can find it. You can see how fast. Without using the tree structure, multi-level tree structure, you use single level structure. You need dozens of, 20, 30, that many times comparisons. That's good. Binary search, 20, 30, search billions of rows. If you use linear search, you need billions of comparisons, right? Yeah, so you cannot do that. Yeah. But binary search you can reduce to 30, around 30. Yeah. Around 30 in that level. But 30 is still too many, right? Because think about that 30 comparisons, that's you compare your data that is stored on hard drive. You need to go to hard drive to do the comparison. That's slow, right? Hard drive. We know one trip, one visit to hard drive, much slower than one trip to the main memory. Main memory comparison, much faster. But you go to hard drive, too slow. That's why, so we still need to reduce that 30 comparison greatly. So the final, so we can use the multi-level, that tree, 4 or 5 comparisons. You can locate, which block contains the record. Yeah, that's extremely fast. 4 or 5, so not too long. Okay, yeah. Think about that. So how important is algorithm? How important is the data structure? Yeah. When you do, real world, huge data applications. Yeah. All right. So here, so you get some idea. Yeah. Then the last slide, more properties of DBMS. Yeah. Build based on some database model. Yeah, last time I mentioned academic project. Yeah, because this SQL, relational database. Yeah. First, the big project about the relational database. Start with some academic project. So then, those researchers, so they need to, describe the structure, operations, algorithms, a lot of details. Yeah. Yeah. So logical structure of the database could be very complicated. Yeah. All right. And how to store, organize, manipulate data. So they need to describe. Yeah. So before people construct that DBMS, okay? So no product. At the beginning, no product. People design that whole DBMS. Yeah. So people need to, describe, so write proposal, okay? Yeah. So how do you plan to do things? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So all the important aspects you need to cover in this proposal, right? Yeah. All right. Because the project is very important, so they, got plenty of funding to, to implement this project. Yeah. And so they use this relational model. Okay, so the model they call the relational model, because they want to make the data stored based on tables. So tables, that's the basic unit of data storage. You need to store based on certain units, right, to organize the data. So that's the table. Okay. So the relational model. So the data relationship among the tables, that's very important. In this model, you need to address the relationship of your data among those tables. So we call it relational model. Okay. All right. Operation through standard language SQL. Yeah. So there, how to manipulate the data. Yeah. So when you need to, work on the data, so a special language needs to be used. The SQL language must be developed to support all the operations on the data. Okay. All right. Yeah. So here, let me talk about this SQL language. Yeah. Structure. We know SQL means structured query language, right? Yeah. Yeah. So this SQL language, right now, it is the industry standard. Yeah. Industry standard. So that means all the DBMS on the market, they must support SQL language. Otherwise, so your product, nobody wants to use your product. Okay, so SQL language industry standard must be supported by all the DBMS vendors if you want to, sell your products. So you have to adopt this industry standard. Then let's talk about this industry standard. Regarding the standard, so if we use our, usual understanding, everyone must be on the same page, right? Yeah. So you have to, follow the same set of rules. That's the standard. Yeah. So that's the, normal understanding. But here, there is some exception. Yeah. So here, I want to talk about that exception. Yeah. So SQL contains two parts. The first part, standard SQL. Second, extended SQL. So the first part, standard SQL, then this part supported by all the DBMS vendors. Okay, yeah. So this is the core part. Yeah. It's the standard core part. Yeah. All the DBMS must support these core features. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but But some DBMS vendors, so they feel they want to do more than standard features. Yeah. So then, many DBMS vendors, they develop their own features. So that's not part of the standard. Yeah. So each DBMS vendor, so they develop a lot of their own features because they want to make their product more powerful, supporting many advanced features. Yeah, you know, on top of the standard features, yeah, more advanced features. So they put their own features in this extended part. Yeah, but this part so may cause for us, we as the DBMS users, so that may cause a lot of work for us. Yeah. So you can think about if you need to imagine there is a situation you want to switch from one DBMS to another DBMS. Yeah. Sometimes that could happen due to some business consideration, right? For example, okay. For example, you need to consider if, based on the business decision, so one particular application, yeah, you consider switch the DBMS from MySQL to Oracle. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Then think about how much work you need to do. Okay? How much work you need to do. Yeah. Because in your application, the whole business applications, you have large number of query statements, right? Yeah. So, you know, older version, you have a lot of query statements. But now you change the DBMS. Many of the queries you need to rewrite, okay? Because some query statements in MySQL version may not work in the Oracle. Yeah. May not work. Yeah. Because MySQL may use some features that belong to the extended part, not the standard part. Extended part. Yeah. So that part is not supported by Oracle directly. Yeah. You know, yeah. So those keywords are not supported. Yeah. In this class, I will give you some simple examples. Simple examples. So some features in MySQL not supported in Oracle. Yeah. So if you want to do the same feature, you need to rewrite your query statement. Yeah. So that work is non-trivial. Yeah. You need to spend a lot of time to rewrite some of the queries. Yeah. But there is another, the question is, yeah, when you see a database query, you do not know if it uses all the features in the standard part or extended part. Nobody tells you that. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So you need to, do experiment. Yeah. You need to build up your experience about, standard part, extended part. Yeah. So that's why it's very complicated. Yeah. So that's something about experience, some long-term experience. Yeah. So here, just let you know the situation. Okay, the big picture. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this weekend you will do our first quiz. Okay, yeah, because today I may not complete home because I leave a few pages of part D. I couldn't complete today, but most part. So I just give you the questions from Module 1. Okay, yeah. So this weekend. just yeah, by that time, yeah. So here I cannot say what time. Yeah. Let's target Saturday. Okay, let's target Saturday. Sometime Saturday, so you can check Canvas for the quiz. Yeah. I will post announcement after I post the quiz. I will post announcement. So you just check announcement message. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So then the data definition. Yeah. So here we talk about the some aspects in that relational model. Yeah. So the data definition. Yeah. Yeah. The table definition. Yeah. Because we know the basic unit, data storage unit. That's table. So we will spend a lot of time to study table. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of properties in a table. How to define a table? So the table definition. Then data manipulation. So all the operations used to manipulate the data. There are 4 basic operations. Today I cannot do some query examples. I leave to next time. Today because I have a lot of topics to cover. And data control. Like permission, right? Account, different users have different privileges, right? Yeah, that kind of, so grant privileges to specify the users. That part, yeah, also, should be available inside a typical DBMS. Yeah. So here you can see, yeah, in where. Yeah, so here sometimes I go back to the history of the DBMS development, to give you a little more background information. Because later I will talk about, because the academic research project and the commercial business product, there are some difference, okay? There are not too many, but there are some important differences. Yeah. So later we will look at those differences. Well, yeah. Because researchers, they use their imaginations. Yeah. So they are not business people, okay? The academia people, they are not business people, okay? So they base on their academia experience to create this project. But when it is used in the business world, those business people feel a lot of places should be modified. Otherwise, not convenient. Not convenient, okay? Yeah. So the business people, they, make some, they request the builder, right? They request the developer, the builder, ask them, you need to modify it this way in order to, provide more convenient services. For example, for a table, here, let me give you an example in table. In the academic project, they define the table, they describe the data stored in a table cannot contain duplicate rows. Yeah. All the rows must be distinct. Yeah. So that's the academic project. Okay. But in the business world, those business fields, so we need duplicate rows. Okay. Yeah, because it's very common. So many applications, we need our data containing duplicate rows. So then they make that change. Okay? Yeah. So that's one simple example. So so that's why I talk about the project, 2 different places. All right. Yeah. So we finish part C. Yeah. Let's move to Part D. All right. Part D, first I talk about some features in web technology, because after our quiz 1, I will assign you project 1. Okay? Our first assignment is quiz 1. So after that, so where I give you some, give some of students some catch-up time. Okay? Yeah. Learning some basic web technology, basics. Yeah. Yeah. After that, I will start, assigning our first program project. So here I do some more preparation. All right. So here, first, D.1, I want to talk about that Bootstrap. Although for our project, we only use very little, okay? Although here, I put this name here, we use very little. So don't be scared by something you are not familiar with. Yeah. We just use some icon. The thing is, I want you, at least you have some expose. So this popular technology to you, expose. So, and you can explore more. When you have more time and more interest, so you can explore more. And then some students ask me, because in this I mentioned some basic technologies we plan to use, but not restricted by these technologies. Because some students ask me, you can use, some other technologies, right? So JavaScript, React, some other. It's no restriction. You can use, if you know other technologies, you can use in this project. Yeah, go ahead, use it. Yeah. Just make it work. Okay, make it work. Yeah. But here, although I talk about the ways to do some features, so that's give you some references. Okay, let's give you some ideas, references. Yeah. But you are not restricted by these methods. Yeah. So you can use your own method if you like. Yeah. Any method. Yeah. The bottom line, it works. Okay. Yeah. If it works, then it's good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So here, D.1, I want to talk about the Bootstrap a little bit. So it is a CSS based technology, but it contains JavaScript because it needs to do some dynamic feature. So some features, requires JavaScript to, put some actions, to put some, special support. All right. So first, I want to talk about 3 versions. B3, B4, B5. Yeah. So I haven't checked it. So let's look at the yeah. So the W3 schools maintain these 3 versions. Okay, B3, B4, B5. Yeah. Yeah. So that's something special. Yeah. Because usually when you have a new technology, so the newest version is displayed, right? All so you need to find all the versions. You need to, go to the archive, find older. But this Bootstrap has 3 different versions, the tutorials, that are all available in W3 schools. Here you can see B3, B4, they use jQuery to do the dynamic features, jQuery. But B5, they do not use jQuery, okay? They just use JavaScript, see? Yeah, for some reason, I didn't see what reason. Yeah, just what it is. Yeah. Yeah, so that's one difference. Yeah. But there is some other difference. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so, some background about this Bootstrap. This technology was developed in Facebook. Facebook. Yeah, so in their company, so they want to improve the productivity, okay, web design productivity. So they developed this technology inside their company, okay, yeah. But later, so they contribute to the community, okay, web development community. Yeah. Then it becomes very popular. Yeah. Yeah. So most of the web developers, they use this Bootstrap, yeah, in order to implement some special features faster. Yeah, because you have a lot of features. You do not need to write your own code for those features. You just use the existing features. Yeah.
Facebook or Twitter that made it? I thought it was Twitter.
Twitter?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I got confused. Oh, yeah. Facebook. Another technology. Yeah. React from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got confused. Yeah, React from Facebook. Yeah. Oh, Twitter. Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah. 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 Yes. I got confused. Yeah. React from Facebook. All right. Yeah. But there is one feature we want to use in this project from B3. Yeah. Not available in B4 and B5. Yeah. So that's why, this version thing. Yeah. All right. So here, how to include, remember, two ways, download and CDN way. Yeah. CDN way, yeah, so you copy the links. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Here, I talk about B3, yeah, because we will use one special feature only available in B3, yeah, not B4, B5. Yeah. So in order to include that B3, yeah, so you copy these three links. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's simple. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Then, so let me talk about the feature we want to use. So this one, yeah, actually, some special icon, yeah, some it's called a Bootstrap glyphicon feature. Yeah. And a set of icons like that. Here, I put some of them here. Okay, but there are 200 something. The total 200 something. Yeah, little icons, glyphicon. So you can include in your buttons, some places, to show some special information. Yeah, and we just use some of the icons on our button. Okay, so when we need to do some special features, yeah, so you just choose among the list. So in that list, that you go to the version 3, B3, version 3. So you can find a page containing all the icons. Yeah. And each one has a special name. So here you can see the name, the class name, and the icon name. Yeah, so you just, the syntax you replace. Okay? Replace that glyphicon name. Yeah. So then you display that little icon. Yeah. Yeah. Because they use this set of glyphicons under some license. Yeah. Not under some license. So that's why their B3 version has the license, but B4, B5, they may not get the license. So not available in B4, B5. Yeah.
So we can find more of this icons on WP Schools.
Yeah, yes, yeah, more, yeah. W school, there is a, long page containing, yeah. Yeah.
On the previous page, what does CDN stand for?
Content Directory Network. Yeah,
Okay.
so we talked about before, when we talk about jQuery, yeah, how do we include jQuery? Yeah, we mentioned that CDN, Content Directory Network, yeah, CDN. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So here, just expose, very minimum features. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So it's not very hard. Yeah. Not very hard. Yeah. Okay. So we use this kind of. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That example. Yeah. Here, I want to show you a feature because we need to do rotation. Yeah. So when we move the puzzle pieces, yeah, from one location to another location, but orientation is not right, right? The pieces has many different orientation, the angle. Yeah. So you need to write a code so you can change the angle, yeah. So if the initial position, you treat the angle is 0, okay? 0, that's the original location. Then you can rotate certain number of degrees. Yeah. So you click a button, rotate, yeah, certain number of degrees, okay? Yeah. Like that, all right? So today I will provide you a simple rotation example. Yeah. So very simple one. Yeah. Still one use. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, because yeah. All right. So here, the rotation I use glyphicon. Okay. The Bootstrap small button glyphicon. Button. Yeah. So you see the icon, so you can guess it's a rotation. Yeah. Yeah. When you choose, so you want to choose, the shape close to what you want to do. Okay. So there is a long list, W3 school long list. You just choose the one. So that's, very close to what you want to do. Yeah. So here I found these two buttons. Okay. Close to the rotation we want to do. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Later I will show you a demo. After I finish this part, then we switch to next part. I show you a simple demo. Yeah. Here, let me talk about the idea. So how to, yeah, because we need to control the CSS property. Yeah. In CSS, there is a way you can do rotation. Just setting some special property, degree, the number of degree, yeah. The transform. Okay, there is a transform property. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we know we use style attribute to write CSS properties. Okay. All right. And here I want to talk about the transform property. Yeah. The original location, yeah, the transform, the degree is 0. Okay. So no rotation. Yeah. All right. Then after that, because this 0 is a number, right? This place. Yeah. So rotate, it's like a function. Rotate. Rotate a function. Okay, rotate. Yeah. Yeah. All right. But that 0 number you can change. If you change to 50, then this figure display rotated in degree 50. Okay? Degree 50. Like that. Okay. Then clockwise, right? Rotation. Okay. Positive, negative, positive, counterclockwise, right? Yeah. Consider that. the same as our usual way to use the degree. Yeah. All right. Here I want to explain how to change the degree number. Yeah. So then when you study my code, yeah, so you can understand how to change the degree. Yeah. First, to change, you need to extract the integer number for the degree. Extract it. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Then you need to do arithmetic operation. All right? So, yeah. So when you do rotation, you need to do some arithmetic operation. Because when you extract the degree number, it may not be always 0. Because after you do one rotation, the next rotation, the following, you need to do rotation many times. So when you extract the current degree number, it may not be 0. Yeah. So it's just the current, some integer number. Then you add certain number of degrees. So you want to do more rotation, get certain number of degree, more rotation. Okay. All right. How to extract the degree number. So the first thing, extract that degree number. How to do it? Yeah, JavaScript and the jQuery way, JavaScript way. JavaScript way, you need to, yeah, you can see this long line, okay? Long line, The outside, we use the JavaScript function called a parseInt function. ParseInt function, yeah, to extract integer, okay? Extract this integer, parseInt. Yeah. And inside this parseInt function, the parameter we pass to this function, it's a string. It's a string value. So this function, we need to convert that string value to integer value. ParseInt, JavaScript function. All right, let's look at that string. All right. The string. Document get element by ID, double quotes. This is the ID, the trig, LF, left triangle, trig, okay? So this is the ID for this left triangle, okay? All right. Yeah. So we get a control of that element. Yeah. So that triangle, it's an element, okay? All right. That element, we access its style attribute, .style. That access its transform property. Yeah. So we retrieve its value. Okay? What is the value? This rotate, parenthesis, 0 degree. This whole thing is the string value, okay? Is the string value. But we want to skip that rotate open parenthesis, yeah? Because this part is non-integer, right? That part is non-integer. We want to chop off, okay? Yeah. Because when you apply parseInt function, if the first character is non-digit, then it returns 0. Okay? Yeah. If the first character is not a digit, then it just gives you 0. It's because it treated as non-number, not integer. Okay? Yeah. I mean, treated as 0 or blank. Just some default value. Yeah. Some default value. Okay. Well, so that's why we want to skip non-digit characters. Okay? That's why here we use the substring, JavaScript substring method, and we jump to index 7. Okay? Yeah. We take substring starting from the index location 7. That's the first digit. Okay? Yeah, look at 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is that parenthesis. Okay, open parenthesis. 7 is this 0. Okay? So that means we start from the first digit character. Yeah, because this function always called the rotate open parenthesis, right? So you use this fix the 7 number. Yeah, so always skip that rotate open parenthesis. Yeah. All right. Then the trailing, there is a DEG, the trailing substring. You don't worry. Okay. So this function only extracts the leading digits, okay? The trailing non-digit characters, it cut off automatically. So you don't need to do anything on DEG remaining, okay? Yeah. So this function, it returns that current degree number. That's what we need.
What if it's like 10 degrees and you need the 1 and 0?
Yeah, so extract 1, 0. Yeah. 1, 0, after that DEG, that stop.
So it'll get the whole thing. It'll get, so we're only getting the 7th position, right?
Right, 7th position. Yeah. So 1, 0, no, 1 is at the 7th position. So 1, 0, yeah. So this whole function returns 1, 0. That's the current degree number. Then you do rotation, let's say 15 degree. So 10 plus 15. So you need to change the degree from 10 to 25. 25, you need to set 25. Next step, you need to set 25. You need to write this rotate again, but with 25. Replace your 10 by 25. Okay? So we will get there, all right? We will get there. So here we about extraction, okay? The degree number extraction. So you get that, all right? jQuery way, yeah, just the shorter, simpler way. We do the same thing, but in jQuery, okay? Yeah. So the jQuery, but jQuery here there is a special thing because jQuery I tested. I did experiment. I tried to use this same way, but it didn't work. Okay, didn't work. If some of you want to try, make it work, you let me know. So then I get around. So I find some special way to get jQuery. jQuery, I add a special element in the page. This special element, you can see I use the input element. Input, I put ID, yeah, triangle. Type, it's a hidden type. So on page, you cannot see the information. I make it hidden, okay? Yeah. So this is a special way. When we pass some special data, we use the hidden field. Yeah. So here I use that. Then, because this my ang2, this connect to this element, okay? Then the hidden degree, yeah, by default it's 0. The current, I store the current degree here, okay? I use this hidden field to store the current degree of this particular element. Store the current degree. Okay, yeah. Because when I do extraction directly from the property, it didn't work. Yeah. I don't know for what reason, okay? I don't know for what reason, yeah? So if any of you can make it work, then that would be great, because you may use a different way to do it. Yeah, but for me, I don't have that much time to test different ways. So then I just get around it, okay? I use this hidden element to store. It's like a remote control, okay? Yeah, because this header is at different location with respect to the original element, okay? Separate place, yeah. But this technique is useful. Later when you need to pass data, you can use this hidden element to pass different data. Yeah, all right. So here, to jQuery, I just extract the degree number, current degree number from this hidden element. Then the way to extract, simple, the jQuery version, okay? Yeah, so the value, VAL function. Yeah. The element, I use the ID of the element. Now what's the value of this element? jQuery has a built-in VAL function. Yeah, let's extract the value of this element, okay? Then parse, parse int, the jQuery way, okay? So I have a left-hand side JavaScript way, right-hand side jQuery way. Okay, I'll show you two different ways. Yeah. All right, yeah, some basic features. Yeah. So give you as reference. All right. Yeah. You have other ways. Yeah. So you can try. But if you do not have better ideas, so you can use, my ideas a little faster. Okay. Yeah. Because you have some working examples to start with, right? Working examples. Yeah. All right. Any question? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So then, not John Timmerman. Oh, okay. I try to memorize your names. Okay. Yeah. Here I get to your question. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah. Because now we want to update new value, new degree value. Yeah. Because after you change, you need to set a new degree number there, right? So here I show you that this is the jQuery way, yeah. But if you look at the code, JavaScript version, we have the update, update line, syntax, yeah. But here it's the jQuery way. Here I show you the jQuery way. Yeah. So you grab the correct right element, yeah. So this you get a control. Use the selector, jQuery selector, right control. Then there is a CSS function. jQuery has that CSS function. Okay, JavaScript does not have. Okay, that's why sometimes we can do more using jQuery. So we use jQuery, its CSS function. We can access its CSS property. Okay, all right. So what property do you want to access? The first parameter, double quotes, transform. We want to access the transform property. All right. But the way you access transform property, what value do you want to put in the transform property, right? So the second parameter, that's your specific value you want to replace. Current value. Current value, whatever it is, but you just want to replace it. Okay? Yeah. When you replace, there you use the string concatenation. Okay? Rotate, open parenthesis, plus concatenate. And 2, that's the updated degree value. Yeah, you do arithmetic operation to calculate it. And 2, right? 10 plus 15, for example. Okay? Yeah, certain, you do some arithmetic operation. So and 2. Yeah. And 2 plus double quotes, DG, close parenthesis. Yeah. So you form the whole, because you want to use the right format, right? The correct format. Okay. So here you follow the same format. All right. Yeah. In this way. All right. Yeah. So any question? Yeah. Yeah. Think about the the logic. I try to help you understand the code, the logic. Okay. Yeah. Make it. Yeah. If you do not have plenty of background information, probably it's hard. Okay. Hard. All right. Yeah. But the one thing I want to point out, yeah, because when you work on the code, JavaScript code, CSS, HTML code, work on the code. Many times, especially when you do not have a lot of experience, many times you get something that doesn't work, but you cannot figure out. That happens a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So here I want to point out one common problem. Yeah. Although small. Yeah. Here I just use it as an example. Yeah. So your understanding is important. Your understanding. Yeah. Yeah. If you miss just some small point, then you cannot figure out one specific problem. Right? Here I give you one example. Okay. All right. Yeah. Use. All right. Because I got this problem before myself. Okay. All right. One problem. Let's look at example. Yeah. You know plus sign, right? Yeah. Plus sign. What the plus sign can do? Yeah. So here, just the plus sign. Yeah. What plus sign can do? All right. But the plus sign, there are 2 different ways to use plus sign. Okay. All right. So the first one, you apply plus sign on numbers. It's addition, right? But the second one, you apply it on strings. That's possible, right? You apply it on strings. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, because here you apply plus sign on string, right? Yeah. So that's concatenation. The concatenation. Right? But the question is, for example, when you have this 1 plus 2, what's the interpretation do you have? Because sometimes you do this 1 plus 2. What do you expect? What result do you have? 3? Is it 3? All right? Yeah. But how do you know your 1 is a string 1 or digit or number 1? How do you know that? Right? 1 could be a string 1, right? And 1 could be number 1, right? Yeah. So there are two possibilities. Yeah. So it depends on, so if it's a number 1 plus 2 is 3. Yeah. If you treated 1, 2 as number, but if it's you treat as string, it's 1, 2 concatenation. All right. So it treat as strings. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's why this function is important. This function converts a string to integer. All right. If you forget to do that, call this parse int. Although you get because we know any data, when you extract it from HTML page, any data is treated as string data. Okay? Any data, even if it's a number, it is treated, the original format of the data is the string data. Okay? So if you want to apply arithmetic operations, you need to convert it to number first. Okay? Yeah, number first. From string to number, otherwise you do concatenation. Okay? That happens. Yeah. So I had that kind of experience. Ridiculous. Okay? Yeah. I expect to do arithmetic operation, but you know, it doesn't work. Because if you do string concatenation, it does not make sense. So it doesn't work. Okay? So here just give you an example. Small example. Okay? Yeah. This kind of little things. Yeah. When you do programming, you will have a lot of situations like this. Okay? Yeah. That's why you will build up your programming experiences. Yeah, all right, yeah. So I use, last 5 minutes, I just do that simple demo. So then we're done today. Yeah. Because we cannot start a new topic. Yeah. Just let me just, jump to that page. I show you the, simple demo. Okay. Then after I upload this example, you can just play around. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Because this is JavaScript way. Okay? Each time I rotate 45 degrees. Okay? Yeah, 45 degrees. Yeah. But I saw some students, some radicals. Sometimes it works, sometimes doesn't work. Yeah. So this jQuery way. Okay? Yeah. Use that hidden element. A hidden element. Yeah. If you want to try direct way without using hidden element, yeah. So you can try. Especially some students, you use different technologies, right? You can try, okay, without using hidden element. Yeah, yeah. I believe you can make it, okay. Yeah, but if you do not have to, yeah. So you can save time. Yeah, you do not have to. All right. Any question? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. That's it. Yeah.